Hey, welcome to another Valley Forged. Yeah, I'm still in Thailand, but heading to the Philippines pretty soon. And I wanted to make a video on how to sell to retail. And what I'm talking about here is actual experience, things that I have actually done. And if you haven't caught my last few videos on starting a laser business, probably a good idea, starting with 101 and just kind of getting the tips and tricks, getting to know your laser. If you understand how to make basics, how to use your software pretty well, and you have a supplier. So you're like, okay, if I do go to retail and I do sell these things, like what next? Like how am I going to get the materials to make more? What if I get a big order? Things like that. Just think through some basics. I personally don't get too into like packaging and boxes and all this. I try to keep things as simple as possible at first, but that's just my personal opinion. Again, working with people who have done what you have done is the most important thing. Try not to listen to people who just tell you things but haven't really done it in real life. I suggest when you start working with retail at first, you just kind of master some basic items, pets like my kitty coasters, or religious and magnets, bottle openers, just very simple things to add to what I'm going to talk about, which is a couple of personal items, logo items for that business itself, so that you can walk in there and show them already what you've done and just give it. All right, like and subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And what I would say is scout out a couple of places that you think that your stuff would sell in, right? And you may have a friend that has a business that you could just put this stuff in. If not, you can just go cold into a business. What I typically do is I find the logo for that business. In some cases, I'll walk in and I'll just say, hey, can I get your logo? Or where can I get your logo? I'd like to give you or show you a couple of the items that I do. Or sometimes, because I am a little bit shy, a little bit bashful, but I also love what I do. So I'll just go online and go to their website, or go just type up their name, look for their logo. I will download that and I will make a few items just using the logo that I can get off online, which, yes, is not going to be as good. So just knowing how to do all this is why I say you should get to know your software, right? And maybe there's a few other things that you can use that will help you. Maybe there's some new AI programs or Kittle or Canva or whatever, which will help you turn this logo into maybe something a little nicer to get into your software, whether that be Lightburn or XCS or whatever. But what I would do is probably make a coaster, a bottle opener, a magnet that has the logo of that particular retail space that you want to get into. And I would just give it to them and allow them to sell it, give it away, whatever they want to do with it. I mean, once you've made it, you're not going to want to keep it anyway, right? It's good practice. It's going to teach you a ton. And you just give it to them. I usually give them maybe 3 of each thing, maybe 1 bottle opener and 3 magnets and 3 coasters or something. Maybe a little bit different, so you can show off the different kinds of wood you use or different designs you use. And you just go in there and you give it to them and say, hey, this is what I do. You give them your contact information. That's it. I don't really press. I don't do anything. I'm not like bothering them. I'm just showing them this is what's possible. A lot of times they will put this out for sale and they will sell. And I also give them a couple kitty coasters, a couple keychains. And I'm at probably like 80% of when I do this being able to get a repeat business going. And I would say that's pretty darn good. I'd say one of the most important things is just that confidence of it working allows you to want to do it more. I'm a little bit weird in the way that I only want my business to be so big. I only want so much business. And I just tend to try to keep the business that I enjoy, the people I enjoy working with. But that's probably not how a lot of you are going to want to get as big as you can and make as much as you can so that you can do this for a living. I'm just in a different place in life than a lot of people. I talk about the kiddie coasters in a lot of videos, and the reason is because they always seem to sell. So just giving 3 or 5 of those along with whatever else you're doing, and it doesn't have to be the kiddie coasters. It could be something that you sell. Maybe you've been doing farmers markets or doing this or that. Something that you find that is a reasonably cheap, that people could just easily put on the counter and it can sell. Because, hey, that's the bottom line, right? Anybody who's in business, they just need to make money to keep their store open. So how can you help them do that and feel good about it? Now, as far as all the basic details of like how much to sell it for and all that kind of stuff, my thoughts on it are as always 50% margin. So just figure, hey, they're going to sell the coaster. A lot of times retail could sell it for more, but depending on what you're doing, say a coaster, they're going to sell it for $5, let's say. So that means you need to be able to sell it to them for $2.50. So really you need it to cost you about $1, $1.25 to be able to make that item, sell it for $2.50 in bulk, right, eventually. So that's just some rough ideas of what to think of. It doesn't necessarily have to be exactly that. Again, you work with them. Don't try to be like, hey, you know, it has to go this way or that way. Just go with the flow. Try and figure out what they need to survive and help them survive. Believe me, this is all going to come back in most of the time in a good way. I've done a lot of consignment stuff too. There's nothing wrong with that. I like to feel like I'm helping a store survive. It just makes me feel good. And then they often try new things. You know, if you're selling the things that you already have in their store, and you want to say, hey, you know, try this. Let's see if this works. A lot of times they're going to work with you. You need to be ready to say, you know what, that didn't sell at all. Let's try some other thing. And just don't be so rigid. This is still a learning phase. If you've gone beyond the learning phase, you're not going to learn much from me anyways. So if you're still in the learning phase, just try these things out and allow some things to succeed and allow some things to fail. This is just how it is. This is, as I've said many times, this is a get rich slow scheme. I never met anybody that has had a laser business that, you know, within 6 months they're making a ton of money without at least some dip after that. Right? This is just a process, and hopefully you enjoy what you do and you can just grow with it, even if you have to work part-time, or don't quit your day job, as they say, and try to make this an enjoyable progression for you. I did just make a pricing video that maybe will help you a little bit when it comes to pricing. This was both on the wholesale side mostly. It was mostly on the thoughts of how you sell it yourself, but this is also useful for when you sell to a business. Now, you don't only need to think about retail in the normal sense, a retail store, because when you have lasers, there's many, many, many different things that you can do, like schools give away at the end of the year. I think I've showed you guys on many times, like, you know, I did coasters for Stanford when I lived up there. This is a reoccurring business that I got tons and tons of you know, repeat business, and they kept calling me after I left. But I just didn't feel like doing it anymore, and I didn't want to do the shipping and whatnot when I moved. So there's that. There's school fundraisers and things and awards. And I've sold to bars and restaurants where I just do bottle openers for them, or coasters, or whatever. Weddings and events, amazing, amazing business that you can do. So there really is kind of an unlimited, it's just using your imagination. And hey, please leave a comment below if there's something that you're doing like this so other people can see it and say, oh, hey, that's a great idea. I hadn't thought of that. Hey, I'm always learning too. This is just part of the deal. Kind of one of the reasons why I love longer vacations. Because when I'm gone, I'm thinking of all these things. Oh, hey, I hadn't thought of that. And then when I get back, I'm going to do this. Or here's really where I want to focus. That sometimes when you're just in the middle of it all the time, you lose focus on what is important to you and what you want to do. So getting away from it sometimes is really, really nice. Try to get off your cell phone, off the computer, and just get your imagination flowing a little bit. It's going to help you in all of these ways to be able to focus not just on what you want to do, but how it's going to work. All I can say is I've gotten more and more successful selling to retail over time. The more that I have done it, the more I got comfortable. It's just like anything else in life, right? The better you get, the easier it gets. The more you've done it, the easier it gets. So just get out there and try it. And be good to, retail, especially small business today, it's difficult. And so you really want to be somebody who helps them succeed. So how can you help them succeed? By doing what you do and becoming a partnership. And yes, you're going to get all kinds of other little sales out of it. They're going to need signs, even bathroom signs, whatever. Specific, mirrors for their business, or there are so many things that you can do to help businesses succeed and that they need. So that's all I'm going to say for this one. But if you have any more questions, things that I didn't cover, I'm sure there's things, leave it in a comment below and I will answer the question. And if it's something that really needs a lot of extra, I will make another video for it. Okay? I'll see you in the next one. Love y'all.